Hello and happy Monday, my crafty creatures. It has felt like forever since I've been on stream, and at the same time, it has flown right by. So, last week was very busy. I did my Monday, Tuesday. I finally got some work done on Buffalo Woman, which is fantastic. Today we're working on Rainbow Infinity, which will probably be what we get done this week, or work on this week. Currently my Wednesday and Thursday, at least my Wednesday, is looking kind of iffy, and while I have the day off, I was a responsible adult. I know. I'm getting my car inspected. In Maine, you have to get your car inspected every year, and last year I forgot, so I've gone with a tag that is a year old. I haven't gotten pulled over for it. Hello. So, Wednesday, I may be on in time. I don't know. Just because I have to be a responsible adult and I don't want to. Oh my goodness. So, with my UX design course, I want to toss a giant thank you out to my Discord community because you guys have helped me so much. Yes, Diamond. I was looking at your name. I know. Responsible adulting is overrated, but so I lost my train of thought. Pocket. So giving amazing praise to the community that I'm part of. I've been working on my UX design course, which involves making an app. I'm right now currently working on working on revamping my website, Raw Creature Creations. The revamp isn't live yet, but I'm behind the scenes revamping it. And the assignment I have to do is a website and the mobile website. So that's what I've been working on big time there. And so in doing that, a lot of my cross stitch time has been just like cut down to 0 because all I'm doing is, we need to start making one if there's not one already. So I've been doing little crafts. Like if you're on my Facebook page, you see the business end of it. But at work, I have a 24 peg knit loom that I carry around with some yarn, and I'm working on making some baby hats. This is a preemie hat that I just got done. And I intend on camera. That looks fantastic. It's called a teardrop stitch, or raindrop stitch rather. Teardrop, raindrop. And as I get these done, I have a pile that I put them in, and I intend on donating them to Wellspring, which is an organization here in my local area that helps women and others, but mostly women have the babies with newborns, and also babies who are born who are addicted to opiates and whatnot. Wellspring helps that community. So I'm making baby hats. And so thoughts. Pom-pom or no pom-pom? I was thinking like half pom-pom, half no pom-pom. Pom-poms are relatively easy to make, so. But that's a preemie hat. I'm gonna make like 5 to 10 preemie hats and then 5 to 10 newborn hats. I have yarn. Okay, works for me. I would make it a big pom-pom. Pom-pom would probably be bigger than the hat. But for me, it's just floof. But I've been working on those. I've been trying to get ready. I have a craft fair in March. Like literally, I graduate and I get done my certification course, and then craft fair. So it has been insane. I do want to welcome Diamond into the fray. We are we are uh wild and crazy kids here. I never liked pom poms. Um, I mean, welcome to the crap show. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, all a pom pom is like you take three fingers, or when you're pouring whiskey, and you wrap it and you tie it in the center and you cut it. That's a pom pom. Like, I don't care if you have a fancy machine or not. A pom pom is bunched up string, tied in the center, and then cut in half. I've destroyed. uh, Jules, for you, it's 11 a.m. on a Monday. Go for it. It's only 10 here. I have to wait at least another hour, or it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Welcome to the craft show. So I'm an old lady, and I have only just recently discovered Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, I heard of it when it was like just coming out, but I've only recently started paying attention to it, and it's like all of my youth rolled into one horrific reality. And I'm like, that's where I learned Husband Creature. Had never been to like a fully functioning Chuck E. Cheese, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Because, oh yeah, we it's cold here too. That's another thing that I've been dealing with is cold. My Mod Podge told me to screw off earlier today. It's molasses podge. But yeah, at work I'm working on I've been working on the baby hats, because I encourage community involvement where you can, community donation. You don't have to always give money. Sometimes, like what I'm doing, I rescued some yarn. I rescued a lot of yarn. And if I want to rescue more yarn, I have friends and family more than willing to help me to give me some yarn to rescue. But in doing that, I want to give back to places that mean a lot to me. While I'm not I'm gonna have all kinds of kiddos kind of person, I don't think that babies who are born with issues need to be treated any differently. And I especially get angry with babies born addicted to opiates. That hits home. That is a rough one for me, because that poor kid is already starting off a rough life. uh and so many people look down on people with addiction, and I don't think it's cool. That could just be the fact that I come from a couple of lines where addiction is a big thing. Both my and I was very fortunate that I was born from the generations that got past the addiction or over it. Like, my Nana has admitted, she's like, yeah, I had a problem with alcohol. My grandmother also had a problem with alcohol, but my mom did not. My father, unfortunately, succumbed to that addiction and then passed from sobriety, which can happen. Unfortunately, if you get too deep and you just quit cold turkey, that's essentially what happened. Is he cold turkeyed it, and his body went, I need this shit, and then quit. But he was in some harder, deeper stuff than he let on. That was a rough go of it. But I just, oh yeah, that's where you rescue yarn. I want to rescue some yarn for a couple of projects for myself. I made a very pretty little scarf that I really enjoy, that I'm gonna make one for me in the color for me. Oh, and it's hard. It's a day by day journey. I love, like, I've had so many family members, so many friends who have gone through this process, and it's not easy. It's kind of like getting therapy. Like, my closest relation to addiction is dealing with my trauma through therapy. And it's not easy. I don't want people out there going, oh yeah, it's totally easy, you just quit. No, if you have substance abuse disorder, your brain has been rewired, and I'm gonna tell you, I have never had a substance abuse disorder. Now, I'm gonna start off on a hot take, but hear me through. Addiction is a disease that starts with a choice. Because, and I say this with the depth of experience, because it has been proven to run in family lines. Both sides of my family have this disorder. Now, I wake up every day and I make a choice. The beast is there. Every day I wake up and I make that active choice. Now, it's not like, oh no, I'm not going to drink today, or I'm not going to do this today. It's a, oh, you could do this. And it's a sneaky beast. It's a sneaky choice. And that's where people get befuddled with it. It is a sneaky choice. It's not like an active choice. It's kind of like getting into an abusive relationship, and you don't realize that you're in that abusive relationship until you're trying to get out of it. And I guess that would be the best way to describe what happens with that substance abuse disorder. Is it's not like it comes in guns a-blazing. It starts with a drink. Oh, I'm sad. I'm gonna deal with it. This makes the pain go away. That kind of thing. And I gave into it once when one of my friends and coworkers committed suicide. I drank to make the feeling go away. It didn't make me feel good, so I opted to not do that again. But that's but yeah, so making the baby hats is something that's near and dear to my heart. And it's always been something that I've wanted to be able to do, and I'm finally stepping up. I'm finally taking I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I'm doing it, yo. And it might not be a whole lot of hats. It might just be a couple dozen to start out, but it's a couple dozen more than they had before. And I can't be like, oh, I need to donate 100 hats. Well, that could be a long-term goal. But I'm going to start out with 10. I want to start out with donating 10 preemie hats and 10 newborn hats. Yes, it is. And it's hard. So, anyone out there who is like, the fuck is going on here? Long story short, I'm proud of you for your sobriety. I'm proud of you if it's even day one after a relapse of your sobriety. I am proud of you. It takes a lot. And I know I'm just some crazy lady stabbing fabric, but I'm proud of you. And it's a big deal. are. For me, like, my biggest judge of if someone's serious or not is how they phrase what they tell you when they talk about themselves. If someone goes, I was an addict, that's a red flag for me. Because any recovering addict will state that they are a recovering addict, or I am an addict, but I've been sober for XYZ amount of time. Because that's the path to clarity, is recognizing that you still are. And it's like me. I am traumatized. I am a survivor of trauma. Yeah, there is no was. It's not a thank you. Thank you. It's not negative to say I am. Because, yeah. It is. But that's how I determine if someone's serious. Because generally saying was means you didn't really look at the problem. And I know it's a hot take. I know I'm taking some hot takes early on a Monday morning. Woo! But it really means a lot to me. And providing support where I can, when I can. Because I don't have a whole lot of energy. Well, I do, but every day is a new day. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. I am proud of the battle and the suckiness that is every day fighting a beast that you didn't know you invited into your house. Ugh, my hands are so cold. They're warming up, but okay. Skip one. But yeah. And you will, like, it's that crutch. It's that it makes it go away fast. And for me, unfortunately, all of the, at least, and I don't know if it's a trauma wire or not. For me, the repercussions of the temporariness of like the alcohol or the cigarettes because of the diabetes, those things will only progressively make down the road worse. It doesn't even temporarily fix it because it's as fast as the next day kind of suckage. I honestly think a whole lot of my not is having seen so many people go through it and then just ingrained in my skull. Like, just it's hard to, like, so I am not one to, I'm not even gonna come close to judging. I just want people to know that I'm there for them. I can't help you. If you don't want to help you, I can't help you. If I know someone has an addiction issue, I will give them clothing. I will give them food. I can give them a safe spot temporarily, but I have encountered too many addicts to allow them into my safe space. I will give them the items that they need, not cash. with me, if I get drunk and my Synthroid wears out, once I take the Synthroid again and my metabolism boots back up, I'm still drunk. Like, the alcohol just sits. It doesn't metabolize because I have 3 metabolic immune disorders. So without my medicine, my metabolism doesn't work. So that's also why I get pissy when doctors tell me I need to lose weight, because A, all the meds that I'm on cause weight gain. And B, I have 3 metabolic disorders. That's it. That's it. I'm kind of curious what my dogs are doing. What are you doing? Are you just wiggling the floor? You wiggling the loose floor? Pixie says I'm wiggling the loose floor. Yeah. I actually think I think I'm in pretty good shape considering, but that's just me. But yeah, so in addition to all of this see, and this is why I talk about these things. Um, saying the quiet parts out loud is something that needs to happen more. Is people who come from families with lines of addiction, they and if they are not following that line, it's not that they don't have that voice. They don't have that temptation, I should say. It's they actively choose to not. And that's why I say addiction begins with a choice. Afterwards, yes, you do fundamentally become addicted. But it starts with that choice. That's my hot take for the week. Yeah, 10 pounds in a week is an awful lot. I mean, unfortunately, I have body dysmorphia, so I don't see myself how other people see me. And I know I'm not big, but I certainly don't see myself as small as I am. Like, I can turn around and I can see a picture of me, and I can go, wow, I'm not that big at all. But as I live and breathe, I don't see myself as small, because I'm your average height. I'm pretty muscular. Like, I know a lot of people don't get to see a whole lot of me. Save for that one time in Discord. Yeah. Now you guys are wondering that one time in Discord. Say what? Oof. Yeah, that's a rough one. Like, yeah, that's you and I have different definitions of fun. Whew. Yeah, see, all the things that, like, the only thing that I've ever had that I've lost weight from was my diabetes. And it was gradual. And they thought I was bulimic. So I like food. I like to eat. I don't get as hungry anymore because of, actually, it's because of the ADHD meds that I don't get hungry. So funny enough, I hate being on camera. But COVID and keeping my job kind of like broke me of that. So I had to be on Zoom a lot, and thus on camera a lot. So I got used to it. I started my stream after COVID. After COVID started, I think. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I'm not. I have. Funny enough, I have a mirror right over this way that I can't see because my TV is in front of it. My my computer monitor. I have a TV in the bathroom. I have a mirror in the bathroom. Both bathrooms have mirrors. Um, and then there's a mirror on a piece of furniture in the bedroom because it's a nice piece of furniture. It's a good old fashioned wardrobe. So. But yeah, so because it was such a gradual thing and no one noticed until I couldn't eat any, like my sugar was so high that every time I ate something, I would barf it back out. So they thought it was bulimia. Um and because I was eating, they saw me eating, but then I started vomiting and they thought that I had lost control of my vomit of when I could purge. So they're like, "Oh, you look fine, right?" I'm like, and I didn't get it. I didn't get what they were accusing me of till I was much older. Um, and they're like, "Do you need therapy?" And they were only going to try to treat me for the bulimia they thought I had, not the blood sugar of 1500 that I actually had. Woo! Hatchling off the bus. See, I want to do more TikTok videos. I currently just don't have the time. Like, I got all motivated and ramped up and started doing things in October when I decided to do this UX design cert. And so I've been all amped up and I've been wanting to do these things, but at the same time I've been exhausted. So I have all kinds of things waiting in the wings. That I just need like a couple of spoons to get out into, and that's kind of why I like on my Facebook page for my designs and whatnot, is why I'm just like sharing the skeleton, like surprise bitches. Yeah, 3 a.m. the weekend before I was gonna go to my first horse camp for 4-H is I got woken up and my parents came into my room in a panic because they didn't know as if I would wake up because my sugar was so high. And I was so confused. I was tired. I was so confused. And they were like, "Yeah, we got to get you to the hospital. You have diabetes." And of course, I only had the Walter Bromley version of diabetes. And I'm like, "What?" Because I'm 14. I don't know what it was. And so, yeah, diabetes. Yeah, and so I spent a week in the hospital learning how to take care of myself. I was a skeleton. If I look back on those pictures, I was 96 pounds, and I was a skeleton. I have a very nice bone structure, I can tell you that much. Like, I have very, very high cheekbones. Yeah. But I was a skeleton. You could see my ribs. You could see, like, how pointy my cheekbones were. You could see it was yuck. Like, it was gross. I certainly, like, my feet, like, am I perfect? No, I'm not. I'm not perfect at all. But I look so much better than I did at I think I'm at 170 something pounds, but so much better than at 96. And I still remember my doctor being like, well, for your height, you need to maintain a weight of 132 pounds. And we worked out the exact carbohydrates for each meal and each snack in order to maintain that weight. Now, let me tell you, it's bullshit. But they told me 81 carbs at each meal and each snack has 30 carbs. And that will maintain 132 pounds. Bullshit. But that's besides the point. I'm very bitter about that because, and don't get me wrong, that was a lot of food. It was a lot of food and it was not a lot of food all at the same time. But having to measure the food and just, yeah, it was I feel it. I'm glad you stopped in. I'm glad you stayed. I always love the random drop-ins. But go get some rest. So we'll go back. We'll focus in on this. We're still on the tail end of 3756. We only have about 387 stitches left in this color. We're closing up the top end here. There's something here. There's here, and then down the side there's like confetti that come on a journey. Come on a journey of confetti with me. But I mean, I've been just super busy the past few hot seconds. So last Friday, Thursday, let's see, Wednesday, I had my eyes looked at. I will be getting new glasses. I'll have a stylish new look. And and progressive lenses. Stylish new look and a much stronger prescription. Yeah! I also, so that was Thursday. And then Friday, I had off, but I had to take Husband Creature's car in to get fixed. Don't yes, new glasses, who this? Well, I don't have them yet, so I'm still the same person. One more. But Friday, yeah, I had to, I was in charge of car fixing. But that's Wednesday. That also Wednesday is why I may or may not have a stream, because I do have to get my car fixed. It's my turn. My car just needs to be inspected. So technically it's not broken. It's just not fully legal because, well, I live in a state where the roads suck, but your car can't. Oh my goodness. And that's kind of why I don't feel bad about going over a year, because currently the roads, I pay excise tax every year on my car. I pay the taxes to have my car be able to run on the road. And then, like, our roads aren't good enough. Like, the road is part of the reason I had to expedite Husband Creature's car getting fixed. Now, mind you, I was doing a little. I picked a good garage. Like I was looking for a new garage to start utilizing because the one that I had been utilizing ripped me off with my old car. They put in a whole new, all new exhaust system, and then inspected it and told me that it was not roadworthy. That they could not inspect it. And instead of like trying to do the inspection and saying, hey, the frame is rotten, they replaced the entire exhaust system, charged me the money for it, and then said, oh yeah, by the way, we can't inspect it. So, I swapped out garages. So I'd been looking for a new garage, and but I think I found one. I hope I found one, and we'll see. It's so hard. It's so hard as a female presenting individual, trying to get a garage, someone who works on cars to take you seriously, because I know my way around a car. I fix cars quite frequently, and I'm pretty gosh darn good at it. But there are some higher level things that I don't have the machines for, that I do in fact need a garage for. So. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. My registration comes up in March. I generally registration, at least for me, is relatively easy. I just gotta go online and fill out a form. Also, I want to thank people who interact with my Facebook posts and everything like that. I totally understand. Some people can't afford what I sell. Some people don't want to buy what I sell. That's cool. But thank you so much for liking and promoting and giving my page some attention, because that is the free way. Like I try to do it with my friend's small business. I can't always afford what they're selling. Sometimes what they're selling is not my cup of tea. But what I can do is I can like, I can love, I can comment, I can repost, and I can spread the word. Now, mind you, my platform is weird. I have a really weird platform, and I have a really weird base. But every little bit helps. So thank you so much for those acts of support. Rough. Yeah, Husband Creature refuses to get veteran plates, and I can't say that I blame him, but yeah. And I promise I'll be putting more teasers of the website up. And once I get the mock-ups done, I will be putting a vote on the Facebook page for the color scheme. My design teams, they're like, hey, it looks fine, the colors that it is. And yes, it absolutely does. The page that I'm currently using is a template, and now that I'm gaining the experience and knowledge, I am going to make it mine. You know what? They don't know. They don't know who you are. They don't know where they come from. Or you come from. Yeah, we'll go with you. So, you... Screw them. Why does that not seem like a good idea? Well, I mean, one can one can instigate the other, like being active duty, um, can kind of like push you over the edge for the alcoholism. Like, you got. I'm done. I'm like, where do we go from here? Yeah. Oh, so I was also talking earlier about how I've only just recently discovered Five Nights at Freddy's and how it encompassed and and brings. I was never scared of Chuck E. Cheese. I was never scared of the animatronics. I always was fascinated by them. I enjoy the the automatons, I guess. Um, oh no! They did not let what? I have what is going on? Like, why are they not letting your kid eat? Like, seriously. I have so many questions, and I might have to go. The devil might have to go down to Georgia. Gonna say, if I math correctly, your uncle was probably in the Vietnam era, and that's not wholly unexpected. Um, that was a bad place to be. I don't think I would have come out okay from that. Now I have Charlie Daniels. Devil Went Down to Georgia stuck in my brain. But if I have to, the devil will go down to Georgia. Ooh. Ooh. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I recognize that you're Canada. My brain just kind of poof. Vietnam was a U.S. only. Let's be an asshole. Sorry. Yeah. Somehow I got fur in my mouth. I do. I swear I know my countries. Well, yeah. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I can see where a decoder. Mine is still turning fucking to duck, so obviously it hasn't learned. Okay, let's see. We just got done a column of 10. Woo! We're down to 333. Okay. Oh my goodness. So, I I have a lot of friends who are teachers. I'm gonna preface. I have a lot of friends who are teachers. I have a lot of friends who are educators. And I get it. I get it. But instead of oh yeah, yeah. Well, they didn't call it PTSD back then. It was shell shock, and then they ignored it. So I've drifted upon a couple of TikTok pages where teachers are like, "The fuck," and I get it. I get it, teachers. Your job is rough. Um, yeah. So instead of focusing on the bad parents and what the bad parents aren't doing, how about you shift your view and focus on the good parents, the ones who are involved, the ones who want their kids to succeed and do well, and run with that. Because yes, I know the children are not at fault, but at the same time, if their parents are not willing to put in the effort, the best you can do is support the kid to the best of your ability while they're at school. But if you have an involved parent who wants to help you help their kid, teachers need to focus in more on that. They need to focus in on the good as much as they do the bad. But I've definitely noticed like so many teachers out there really seem to hone in on the bad, and that's human nature for us to hone in on the bad. I do it all the time. I just try to filter it out of what comes out of my mouth. Focus in, yeah. And yes, and sometimes someone can have good intentions but poor training. I am actually a product of that at my workplace. Luckily, I take the initiative to train myself because this right here cannot handle not being trained. So it's rough. It's a sticky situation. There's no good answer. But I'd just like to toss out, at least for any teachers that might casually come across this random ass stream, switch a perspective. Jules, you silly. We don't deal with trauma. We don't deal with the trauma, you silly goose. Because that's hard work. Okay. Ooh. Oh, so I gotta tell you guys a story as to why I don't tend to lie or cut corners. So in my job, individuals are generally very predictable, and we are told do not write things in advance. And I know this, and I don't do it, except for the other night. And it reminded me why I don't do it. So I got lost in my own brain, and I was filling out some paperwork. And instead of going and giving this person their pill, that they requested a pill at a certain time, and I went to go give it to them with the full understanding that if they had fallen asleep, I was not going to wake them up. So 99.999999999% of the time, this person is awake and ready to take their pill. So I was like, okay, I'll just initial it. I'll go down and give the pill. No. I got caught. Because I initialed it. I got that 0.00000001. And I was like, no, fuck this. So last night, I went out. I didn't touch a damn thing. I was like, you do this? And then I filled it out. And I was like, no, I'm not touching it until these times have reached their point. Because you don't fill in documentation ahead of time. I got lost and caught up. Generally, I would have stopped and not finished, but I filled it in beforehand, thinking, oh yeah, no problem. But yeah, there's lots of lines in that particular MAR. Yeesh. Ugh. And I still haven't gotten rid of whatever shit's in my lungs. But I'm still breathing cleanly, so no one's gonna look at me. Is this what I want to do? 3 down, yes. Yes, this is in fact what I want to do. Yeah. What the hell is this? I don't know what's going on. That is fantastic and amazing. I'm trying to reorganize and restructure some of my stuff. Okay. You guys are getting a free show me the back. Because I have to. And I'm still not seeing redeems, so if any redeems are being done, I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I have discovered how to transmit things through the interwebs. For my next trick, One, 3, 4, yeah, 5. There we go. Yeah, it has definitely been a little chilly here. The house was 48 degrees because again, I heat with wood. This is not uncommon. Not uncommon. It's now at like 50. But yeah, that's what I do before I go to work is I crank the crank the wood stove best I can. Let's see, there's that. Hello, Mama. Eventually I will get this out. So, for those of you in the Discord, who was around for story time, Well, not necessarily story time, but the GIF conversation. That was like the best. That was the highlight. That was the highlight of my week right there. And I love how it started with puppies and ended with Canada. That made that everybody who participated, thank you. I needed that. I can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I love you. It really did. Well, I was in like a super weird mood. So again, my new like minor hyperfixation is FNAF. My favorite character is Carl the Cupcake because that cupcake has like the best sass ever. Chica and Cupcake are my favorites. I don't know why, but they are. Especially in the movie, Mr. Cupcake, I am Mr. Cupcake. I think it's the dead eyes. I think it's Chica's dead eyes in that fucking cupcake that really draws me in. So I honestly I try to integrate that cupcake into any response that I have. But I was like, oh, this is getting a little dark and scary. Puppies! And then I did some puppies and then Chica. And then I had to do the fruit by the foot thing because husband creature's like, really? He's sitting right beside me making commentary, so I obliged. No, you cannot look out that window. No. Because I said no. Yes. Yes. Dragon brought the food porn portion of the story. And thanks to see the way around that is I have oil forced hot air. The system is in place. The system does in fact work. Do I utilize said system? No. So if an insurance person comes in, they can see that the system is in place. The system works. I opt to use the wood stove in place of the forced hot air. And they cannot penalize me for that option. I would eventually like to get my system redone into a hybrid system of propane and wood. They make them, they're super cool. And yeah, I have a whole section of food porn gifts in my library now because of our food porn chapter of Friday? I think it was Friday. Okay, where did I go? There I went. There I go to save the day. And I didn't need to install anything. My house came with a wood stove. I mean... And a fireplace, too. So, tomorrow will be a normal day. I'll be here 10 to noon. Wednesday. Wednesday is iffy. I want to be around, but if my car needs to be fixed or it takes longer than normal, then I will not. But I'll have my phone. Yeah. I'm secretly hoping like for me to get a message that my glasses are ready. So after stream today, I can go get my glasses. But none yet. Let's see, where did I have? Are you making your hair pretty colors, Jules? I'm jealous. So today I am hoping to get at least one stencil done. So, okay. I don't know what stencil I want to do, but I'm going to show you the color of the fabric. This is just dark fabric because I saw it and I want to do it. But what colors? I have all the colors. I do. And then I have some more. What is that spot? Oh, it's just piece of string. String is everywhere. But yeah, I'm going to do one stencil art on it, and I'm not sure which one, but yeah, and I was thinking that I think I have an idea going on in my brain, so I think that's what's gonna happen. I just like asking for second thoughts and opinions, so because that's what I do, yo. Because I have executive dysfunction. So even if I think it's a good idea, I'm still gonna second guess. Okay, gap of 4. 2, 3, 4. Husband creature adored his strawberry cake. Just like I knew he would. Because I can make as long as it's like not a big cake, I can make cake. So, well, it was a strawberry cake. It was in loaf pans, mini loaves. His cake was 5 mini loaves. He got 5 mini loaves for his cake. So 1, 2, 3. I have been all over the place these days. I have been doing this, that, the other thing. So if you feel that I'm being distant, it's not intentional. I just have been ridiculously everywhere. And I kind of knew that when I signed up for this it's essentially it's a grad school class. condensed from like 6 months down into 3. So yeah. I've just been everywhere. Like, And Jules, I think the word you're looking for is overwhelmed and underappreciated. So, 2 things. Well, there are only about 25. What are we down to? What are we down to for stitches? Let's see. There's only 6,700. There'll be less than that after I do all the math. Only 6,700 stitches left in it. Like, we're down to a point where I might take one of my off weekends where once I've caught up with the house, that I might just sit and pluck out 2K of them. Skip 2 and then... Because yeah, on my days off, I can easily get 1,000 stitches done. Skip 1 and 2. We have reached the awkward silence aspect. Nah, I think Mondays are my most chatty stream because, well, it's been 3 days. It's been a whole 3 days, sometimes more, because life is ridiculous. Okay, skip 1 and 3. Yeah, the more I think about it, that's 2. That's why. I'm like, wait a second. Yes, Thursday I will definitely be here streaming. Oh yeah, so Dan, when you finally do a cross stitch on the piece of fabric I sent you, I want pictures. That's the rule. So that I can put it up on my website, because I'm working on making a gallery of what people do on my fabric. I have a lot of stuff of what I do on my fabric. I have all kinds of stuff that I do on my fabric. But as I'm sending it out, I want pictures to come back. I can't post it until later, but I have a work in progress that is going It's not my work in progress, so I can't show it off, but... Sorry, my brain decided to go into programming mode, and I don't even know why. Like, in in learning how to build apps, I am now taking apart every app that I interact with and trying to figure out what it does. So my brain just decided to try to figure out how I could make my app a little weird and like make it do something, and I don't know why. There wasn't that much glitter on it. If I wanted to glitter bomb you, I would have. Mostly because I like glitter. Like I have no qualms. I I want people to take a double take and go, did I just see her glitter? That's fantastic. Yeah, after this today, I have one more assignment to turn in. I've just been dragging my feet. Skip 1 and 2. And then skip 2 and 1. Yeah. Yep, after stream I have an assignment to turn in. I have this week's stuff to start doing. I'm gonna, because I'm not completely changing the website. I'm just doing it my way. Um, I'm adding a little bit more with my knowledge, and I'm making it a little bit more me, rather than a template that I just kind of yoinked from the interwebs. So I'm taking all the aspects that I like about it, and I'm changing it to the colors that I like, and organizing it how I like. So that people can go to the areas where they want to go, as opposed to just kind of fumbling around and trying to figure out, is this where I want to be? Like my landing page right now, like when you go to my website, it's all of the things that I offer. I'm going to change that to crafters and finished products. So if you go to the crafters, you'll get my patterns, you'll get my cloth, you'll get the kits that I offer. And if you go to finished products, you'll get the pre-order diamond dot things that I have available, the wall art that I do, and everything that I have for sale that I finished. So that's, and my commissions. My commissions is going to be a big commission / fostering. That is going to be a big aspect of what I do. Because I would like to think, and yes, it took a little bit of time, but I think I did a good job on Hobby and Stimmy. Hill I will die on. I did a good job with them. And while they weren't commissioned, they were an idea from someone else that I turned into a cross stitch. And I still have to work on the other one. I'm almost down. Yes, Med and laundries. We did laundry this weekend, so I don't have laundries, and I did take my meds. They're actually starting to kick themselves in right now. Skip 1 and 2. No, I do. I do mostly sitting until I have to go to work, and my joints have been killing me the past few days. Like, I've been on fire, and it's been cold fire, so I've been cold and on fire. So it's been a very uncomfortable past few days. Nice. I am always glad to be that body double. Sometimes I know I go silent, but I have some amazing Squirrel FM, chill lo-fi for your studying and hobbying. share with us this lesson so that we might also, so that we might also, we may learn, we might go out and do it and learn it ourselves. Yeah, I'll be going downstairs, loading the dishwasher, getting the stove going. Doing the assignment. And I appreciate, even if you're not watching, because I know we're progressing. We are making progress. Um, just the support, just the moral support. It's kind of like when I ask people to come over so I can clean. It's not that I actually want any help cleaning. I just need moral support, knowing that someone is there and I can talk. I kind of body double with you guys. I do have some actually pretty cool projects project in the pipeline. Are you oh yeah, okay, yeah. Are you guys getting sky drugs? Is that what was told? I support this. I don't have that option. I have to go and I have to walk my miles at work. Luckily, it's really, really warm because there's a lot of old people there, so it does take that edge off, and then I can just take some extra strength Tylenol and finish it up. Yeah, I'm potatoing as much as I can right now. I get Wednesday off though, so I get Wednesday off to adult. I really hope that I get my glasses. Because Wednesday, let's see. When did I? Thursday is when I did. Yeah, Thursday is when I went and I ordered my glasses. So I'm hoping by Thursday, a whole week, they'll have my glasses. So. Nice. And sometimes you gotta ask yourself, is what I'm getting worth what I have to pay for it? And I would say the dentures and whatnot is worth it. I would cause myself pain to get that stuff done. Mm. I yeah. It's hard to do. Like it. I am trying my darndest, and it is muy difícil. we're down to 267 for stitches left in this color. Now the fun part is I'm gonna be walking down the back of the quill. I love purple nightmares. Okay. I'm gonna start walking down the back of this quill here. I've noticed that with dental molds, they're getting better. They're getting better. I know when I had to have my appliance made, the mold tasted like bubblegum. I also had a really cool orthodontist. He was very easygoing. Like, yes, I'm gonna shock the world. These are manufactured. my original set of teeth. Well, these are my real teeth. These are my real teeth. But their original configuration was very feral, I should say. Because from what I was told, I have a small mouth, which I believe, because I do. You know, I can appreciate that. Like, that finally realizing that having large hunks of bone from your head worked on might need to be numbed properly. And sometimes, well, I am unfortunate because of my diabetes. Any dental work that I have done is not inpatient if they have to sedate me. If they have to sedate me, I have to have general anesthesia and I have to go to a hospital. Because they have to be able to control my blood sugars, and if my sugar crashes or goes high, they have to be able to fix it. So, I've only had one dental procedure done, and that was the removal of my wisdom teeth. Everything else has been orthodontic work, and they have not had to sedate me or anything like that. But yeah, my mom, my sister, my dad, they're like, oh yeah, they'll just take you in, they'll gash you up real good, and then they'll take out your wisdom teeth. No, I was in the hospital. It was the first time I was ever put under. And yeah. Yeah. And the funny thing about the orthodontist is when they make the adjustment, it doesn't hurt. It's when you wake up the next morning and your mouth is screaming in pain because of the ever so gentle shift of your teeth. Yeah, I feel that. The reason because I didn't want braces. I didn't care what my teeth looked like. I actually became more self-conscious with the braces than I did before the braces. Like, now when I smile, I don't show my teeth where I used to. Even though I have pretty teeth. See? Pretty teeth. Um, because the braces made me more self-conscious. But my bottom teeth were angled in so that they were collapsing, so they would have fallen in. And in order to get my lower teeth properly, they had to straighten my front teeth and make my mouth bigger, because the reason my mouth they were flattening out is because my teeth were getting crowded and mushed. Oh, okay. Well, for me, I should say for me, like it wouldn't hurt like while it was happening. And he would make the little wire things. He would make them in front of me, which I found just incredibly fascinating. Like he would hand make all of the screws and the twists and the turns, and yeah, so it was cool for me. Um, I frequently at night, because I had my jaw was weird. I would have a on this bracket when I had the braces. It would go from this corner down to this corner diagonally, so it would shift my jaw, and then of course it would have it on the other side as well, so it would make an X, and my yeah, it would lock my mouth shut. I would also have during the day, because apparently I was slack jawed. It would have the rubber band so that when my mouth was relaxed, it would shut my mouth. Slap Miss Slackjawed. That's actually a good villain name, Slackjaw. You don't know whether or not to take him serious. But yeah, when I first got my braces, I had the appliance that I had to stretch my soft palate. No, no. And for me, literally the only reason I got braces is because it wasn't cosmetic. Um, it's kind of like with rhinoplasty. I strongly feel Husband Creature has a deviated septum, and that's why he snores and why he has trouble sleeping. Now he got a lipoma removed from his neck, so now he has range of motion in his neck. But I think the next step for him is to get his sleeping habits looked at to see if he needs to have his deviated septum fixed. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I I have a person who reminds me how much my hospital stay when I was diagnosed with diabetes cost. I have a person reminding me how much keeping me just basic alive cost. Like, yeah, yeah. There's a reason why I don't ask for financial help from my parents, because I got tired of it. If you think I'm a mooch, that's the fastest way to make me disappear. Call me selfish. If anyone ever calls me selfish, I will ghost you. I will ghost you faster than you can blink your eyes, because I have such trauma with the word selfish that to the point where I avoid self-care because I don't want to be selfish. it and I support it. If you want to have cosmetic surgery, fine. That's well within your right to do so. It's just not for me. I I will not cause myself undue pain to make myself more appealing visually to someone else. And that's why I don't wear makeup. That's why I barely wear heels. I try real hard. I try really, really hard. And I am trying and working on being kinder to myself as well. And that's the hard part. I can absolutely drop everything and help a person if I'm able. Like, I don't even bat an eye. Don't even think about it. But turning around and being like, no, I need to turn this down because I'm tired. That's where my hard work is I don't feel worthy of being able to take care of myself. Like, I can take care of myself, and I do take care of myself, obviously, but being able to say, nope, not gonna do it, has been a very long and hard journey. It's a hard voice to break. Like, it really is. And I know every last one of you. I know every last one of you. I know each one of you has that voice, that whatever it says to you, that one voice that just won't stop. And that, for me, that's what it is that you can rest. It's okay. And luckily I have 6 people. I have people all around me going, it's okay. Really. And that's why I love you. Well, I love you guys for so many other reasons, but... a frog wizard! Oh, that would be so cool. I can have string sent to you. Like, you tell me the colors, I can make it happen. And I won't fuck it up this time. Now I'm excited for the frog wizard. We're going down the spine. Yeah, that's Pig says hi. Pixie says hi, everybody. I'm done petting your butt. No, I'm done petting your butt. No. Have why would you stab yourself open in a beefstock? I have so many questions. Um, but have fun. And well, I'm glad that he's at least taking care of himself until he can see the doctor. Yeah, gastros are hard to, at least, at least from my experience, gastros are hard to come by. Yeah, you guys are oh, okay, that's cool. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, so you got this is the confetti that just kind of trails down the spine. So that's what I'm working on right now. Oh my goodness. I like being able to just, as soon as I hit it, I get to check it off because I'm just working down the spine. Ugh. I do run into that a lot. Like, I run into where I work being, yeah, we'll get him into the doctor. 3 weeks later, um, we've also had people go to the ER and get sent back, only for us to send them back because we had someone who actively was having a stroke and the ER sent them back. Someone who had a broken hip and the ER sent them back. It's like, for real? Like, I understand. I understand the ER is busy. Don't get me wrong, I understand. But you should not be sending people back without looking at them. Even just a once over. Oh yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous. It We are a non-medical facility. We do not have these. We do not have the licensing to do anything, and so many, like both residents and the doctor's offices don't realize that we're licensed, but we're non-medical. So we can't make assumptions. If a doctor does not write it down, we cannot do it. And the residents get a little upset too. They're like, well, why can't you just do this? We are a non-medical facility. So many residents think that they are in a nursing home. So, of course, they're like, oh yeah, you have to wait on me hand and foot. I work in assisted living. I make sure you get food and you get your meds. Everything else is on you, boo. Everything else. You getting dressed, You get in shower. We can like put on your Ted socks, and we can wash your back and your hair. But your day-to-day, you drop that remote on the floor and you can't pick it up, well, we need to get you a grabby thing because we are not bending over to pick up that remote for you. You get stuck in your chair, well, we're gonna have to figure... Oh yeah. We fix that. We fix the fluffernutter problem. We fix the fluffernutter problem. That is... We've gotten a whole new round of chefs who know how to make fluffs. But... yeah, that's the thing, is I have no interest in working in a medical facility. No interest. And so many non-medical facilities like to puff out their chest and act like they're medical facilities, and they're not. And they need to stay in their lane. And doctors' offices also need to step up and recognize that there are facilities out there that care and love and make sure that their residents are taken care of, but they need to recognize that we need something from them in order to do this. Woo! I don't know if that's a proper woo. I don't know if I should be wooing that, but level 2 care is still level 2 is still mostly independent, at least down here. So levels 1 through 3 are 1 through 3 or 4. I forget the high end. Those are the independent levels. If you go higher than that into a nursing care facility, that's when the medical stuff kicks in. I'm glad that no blood has been shed in your quest for food, in your quest for prepping food. I have gotten down to 249 stitches left of the 3,756, 3,756. And I'm just trying to decide how I want to go about what I'm doing. Because it's this weird ass. It's just weird colors. Okay. I'm just gonna do it, alright? Let's see. Level 1 is independent living. Level 2 is, I think, where I am. I think you're right, Jules. I like level 1 and 2. I do not want to go any higher in the medical field. It's a hard no, and it's nothing against anything. Tell me of your Noah's Ark. I mean, I have birds in my backyard. Oh yeah, so in the facility I work in, we have housekeeping. They do the sweeping, they do the mopping, they change the sheets. We have laundry and housekeeping. We have all of that too. But like their overall existence, like they can if they want to go out and have dinner, they can go out and have dinner. If they want to leave for 3 days, as long as they tell us, we can pack their meds and they can leave for 3 days. If they need to leave for longer than 3 days, we'll give them their meds and they can leave. Like we're just a safe spot to make sure that you're getting the right meds at the right time, you're getting 3 square meal a day, and that you're safe. Oh my. Yeah, I could And you live down in an area where there's some cool animals. I mean, my neighborhood, we have a fox, we have some skunks, we have some porcupines. We have lots of crows. We have lots of crows. They are figuring that the murder of crows that we have in the Bangor area is 5,000 plus. I really wish it would leave. Yeah, see, I like the not the armadillos. Why can't I think of their name? I love them. They're the dragon-scaled armadillos. And see, that's the thing, is there's nothing blocking my throat or my airways or anything. It is just there's something stuck there. Okay, so right there. We're gonna do yeah, the dragon scaled armadillos are the ones that I like. They're Asian. And I can't for the life of me remember their name. They're really cool though. Yeah. See? So, funny enough, there's some controversy over that. Because the regulations state that no, it's not a sand shrew. That's an armadillo. Now you have me focusing on it. I'm just gonna Google it. There are no rules that they can't have alcohol in the facility, but apparently they can't have alcohol without a doctor's order. So I don't know. No, it's not. Nope, it's not. It's not a lizard. The pangolin. Yeah, and that's the thing is the other residents. Yeah, the pangolin is what I was talking about. Oh my goodness. Wow. You're fine. I still have 3 minutes. I have 3 minutes. I'm gonna burn them all. Okay, so Pixie did point out that it is almost time, so I'm gonna give some stats because we made some progress today. Let's see. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I said 140. Okay, so we did 146 stitches. We're up to 74.38%, so we'll probably hit 75 tomorrow, which is fantastic. We have 6,613 stitches left to go. And yeah, I'm pretty pumped about it. I don't know what the dogs are doing, but they're being weird. But again, like I said earlier today, thank you everybody for the gift of your time, for the promotion and the just hitting that like button. Where you can. It's a free way of promoting me. And I've realized that I gotta do yeah. Sounds about right. I don't think I've ever been so blitzed that I stopped breathing, but but I hope everybody has a fantastic day. I gotta feed the wood stove. I gotta get the dishwasher going. I gotta do all kinds of adulting. So, fun. I'm also gonna try to do the thing with the fabric. So, I'll see everybody tomorrow, and drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself, and if you have the spoons, be kind to others, but don't be a dick. I will talk to everybody tomorrow, and you know where I'm lurking if you need me before tomorrow. Love you all.